Good morning, good evening, or good night, depending on what time of day you guys are watching this video. Hope you are well, and welcome to your latest Nottingham Forest news. Guys, on today's episode, we will be covering the huge meeting coming up about the expansion plans in the Forest ground. We will be talking about the latest transfers coming through the door, including Mangala, Carvalho. We will be looking at the latest rumours of players linked and some players relinked back into Forest. We'll be talking through all those. But before we do any of that, guys, please do not forget, hit that like button on the video. And if you are new here, subscribe to the channel, put the notification bell on, because whenever breaking news comes about Nottingham Forest, the video goes up at any time of the day, so make sure you're notified. Guys, let's get into it, and let's start by talking about the really important stuff, which is the critical meeting that's happening today with the council at 2:30 p.m. It will be streamed live on YouTube. I'll try and get a link and leave it in the description below for you if you want to watch it. But let me talk you through the plans for those of you who are unaware of the proposals. Discuss the proposal from Nottingham Forest to expand the Peter Taylor stand. That stand's current capacity is 5,000, and we are looking to double the capacity up to 10,000. And it will be over 4 layers, is my understanding, or 4 tiers, whatever the right word is. This is going to be a 15-month project, and Forest are looking to start the redevelopment of this stand at the end of this season. So basically, that stand is going to be knocked down completely throughout the next season while we're still in the Premier League, maybe the Champions League. That stadium will be being built back up and will have the capacity up from 5,000 to 10,000. I believe that we're going to bring the total capacity at the City ground to in and around somewhere between 36 and 38,000. That's an increase in capacity of about 8,000. I think currently we're sitting about 30,000 and some change at the moment. Now, is that enough? My opinion is, we got the biggest fan base in the world. We need more seats. How hard is it to get a seat at the City ground for this Premier League season coming? Let me know what your thoughts are on it. But guys, this is such a good step in the right direction. It has been obvious for, oh my God, I can go back to 2003 and say that the stadium was in dire need of expansion. From back then, especially the Peter Taylor stand. What I would like to see, and this is just me being crazy, is the whole stadium closed off. So both sides from the Trent end closed off, and the Peter Taylor stand meeting up with the Bridgeford end as well, and just getting a nice closed stadium atmosphere. I don't know why this isn't possible. I don't know if it's too expensive. Maybe there's some architects here who can answer that question for me, but it would be great to know if that was feasible or not. But anyway, the main development is going to be on this Peter Taylor stand. It's going to be our tallest stand. It's going to look beautiful. There's loads of artist impression pictures, as you can see. That's one of them there on the image I've got there. I think the stadium's going to look absolutely fantastic. But let me know your thoughts below, and let's move into some transfer updates for you guys. Alright guys, let's start with this man right here, Mangala. He is all done. Medicals complete from Athens. He's flying over to the UK today, sign the contract and do all the media revelations. To me, that means we will see an announcement of him tonight. Absolute latest will be tomorrow. But like I mentioned to you over the past few days, as I've kept you updated on the progress, done. Player number 12 through the door at Nottingham Forest. And there is more to come. There is still rumours of a big marquee signing coming up, and we'll discuss that in a little bit. So, let me know your thoughts on Mangala. Do you think we'll see him in the Valencia game? I don't think so. Stevie usually likes to give them a week or so to bed into the team, get their feet under the door. He's going to have some domestic stuff to sort out, housing, etc. as well. But done deal. Looking forward to seeing him as a Red. He looks really, really good. Reminds me of a Kante. I'm not saying he's as good as a Kante. He's destructive and then moves the ball forward. He could be a fantastic player for us. Really looking forward to this one. The midfield is starting to strengthen, but we need more. Alrighty then guys, so our next item on the agenda is Carvalho, who we broke to you yesterday Forest are interested in. And today we can reveal to you the price that Forest are going in for him at. It is €5 million plus some add-ons, which is about 4 and a bit million British sterling pounds. For that price, I think he's well worth the money. I know he's slow. I said it yesterday on the video, he's slow, but he comes with experience. He's a Euros winner. He's still an international at Portugal. He's got that footballing sense. He will sit deeper and then progress with the ball. He is really good at what he does. Is he the most exciting of signings? No. Will he, score us 10, 20 goals? No. But he will complete that midfield. Now, what Cooper is doing, and I'm sure it's pretty obvious, but I'll state the obvious, he started from the back. So we got Henderson in, we got Hennessy in, then he worked into the defence, solidified the defence with Niakata. Oh, what a signing that is, boys. And Biancon and the wingers, the wing backs, etc. Now he's sorting out the midfield. Once the midfield is sorted out, then he's going to go into the attack. And I agree. Well, or should I say I agree with the comments that have been made. We are lacking in creativity and attack. Yes, we have Lingard, but as I said yesterday, Lingard can't play 38 matches every minute, every game, plus cup matches. So we need more creative players, which is why I'm praying God for Morgan Gibbs-White and players like that. But that will bring us on to the next person who is back linked on the table with Forest, and that person is this guy. So, boys, Dennis has had conversations with Nottingham Forest, or should I say his representatives have been in talks with Nottingham Forest, and they've been positive conversations so far. They've been impressed by what Forest have had to say. To be honest, anyone who's spoken to, be it Cooper or Cooper's team, cannot be anything but impressed when they talk to him. His fee is around 25 million, and it is my understanding that he is set to come into the first team if we do sign him to partner up with Owoni. So go figure out how that's going to work with Brennan Johnson. I assume maybe he's getting pushed out into a wider position. Lingard in at cam. Oh, there's too many options. There's too many options. It's like being a kid in a sweet shop. So this would be a really good signing in terms of his Prem provability and all that stuff. However, what I don't like and what I didn't want Forest to do in the off-season is what they have not done until now, and that is go fishing for players who were in those relegated teams from the 3 that went down last year. You do tend to see that a lot when Prem teams go down, the ones that come up try and tag in those players. And Forest have avoided that with real smart recruitment, looking in the likes of the Bundesliga and other leagues as well, picking out lovely gems of players from that, looking at the youth team player, the younger players, should I say, like a Nico Williams, and players that stood out in leagues like O'Brien and Tuffalo, etc. With this one, I would say that although he's coming from a relegated team, he stood out in a shitty Watford team from last season. Now, do I personally want him in the team for 25 million? I think he will do a job, but it's a lot of money. And in my eyes and in my Morgan Gibbs-White goggle-covered eyes here, that's money that could be put towards Morgan Gibbs-White. So personally, I would still like to see Pele or Pleur, however he's pronounced, come in on the cheap as a backup, leaving Brennan Johnson up front with Owoni, and then Morgan Gibbs-White being the one brought in. But it's looking like this one isn't going away and it's being advanced. But I want your guys' thoughts on it. I think he's a good player, don't get me wrong, and I think he can do a real good job for us. But do we need him? Yes, we do, because we need another backup striker. But maybe we get him and Morgan Gibbs-White. Who knows? The craziness of this summer transfer is like none I have seen ever as a Forest fan. This is like 20 transfer windows all rolled into one. We are fast approaching spending £100 million. But get your thoughts in the comments below for me. Guys, with that said, we'll wrap the video up with those links. Finally, from me, just as always, make sure if you've enjoyed the content to like the video, the usual stuff, you know the drill. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Turn those notifications on. Watch out later for a video coming up saying Mangala signed, sealed and delivered. And also we will be doing our Prem predictions for the season. Myself, Twist of Fate and Simple As are 1 to 20 in the Premier League. It's going to be fun to watch and we may be doing a live stream this evening on it. So keep your notifications on and look out for it. Until then, boys, have a good afternoon and come on you Reds.